let's talk about the big elephants in the room. People are like, how could this happen, right?
There's no security.
Right. So let's talk about the security. So, with Trump, we watched Trump, who is the president with endless resources for security, right? There's no dollar amount that prevents the security there. We watched it happen with him, right?
No, he wasn't the president at the time, and
Well-
so he doesn't get the same amount of Secret Service as
Oh yeah, you're right.
the
I missed
president.
that point, right? But he had significant amount of security. He
Correct.
had snipers, counter snipers on the roof, right?
Correct.
Which is basically what the Secret Service does, right? They canvass, they check all the rooftops. They miss one rooftop here clearly with Trump. I don't know if that you can go, I guess, on conspiracy theories for that, right?
Some people have done a deep dive.
Right. But with Charlie Kirk, I would venture to say he did not carry that same level of security. Do you know more about that?
All I know is that I was listening to a little bit about it. There were 6, it was, I think, Utah Valley University.
Right.
And there were 6 police officers from Utah Valley that were on duty at the time.
Right.
I don't know how many
But that was the
others.
extent of law enforcement? That's what I heard, which
Yeah,
is
it
ridiculous.
was a real light law enforcement presence. I don't know if they brought in others from the county or from the local city, but I know that the campus police didn't have a enhanced presence. Let's
Right.
put it that way.
But people have to understand now, like people are immediately going to go down conspiracy with that too, right? But Charlie Kirk would do this. I don't even know how many times a year he would go to campuses, right?
Quite a bit.
He lived on these campuses pretty much. So it wouldn't be the big event. And it's an event, obviously. The bigger he gets, the bigger the event is. But it wouldn't be this event that would like be prepared for so long when you're doing so many of them, right?
Mhm.
So but from his private security team, I could see what I could see. Now, I don't know what the reality is. I don't know the numbers, but I could see guys standing behind him, some to the side of him. I know they didn't have counter snipers, right?
Correct.
Was that what they call them, counter snipers? Or
I think so.
there's a name, counter snipers. They definitely have counter snipers. So that in and of itself leaves the guy very exposed, right?
They didn't have anybody surveilling the elevated positions. They didn't have
Right.
drone. A lot of times they'll have drone surveillance now, even over concerts.
Right.
And they didn't have any kind of drone surveillance. His security team, from everything I've heard, which may or may not be accurate, appeared to be bodyguards that were supposed to be near him at a close range. So if somebody tried to attack him from a close range, that's what his security team
So
was meant to protect.
that's the countermeasure there. It wasn't to prevent sniper fire.
Yeah, it's
right?
not meant to. It wasn't meant to cover a rifle shot, for a high-powered rifle shot from a distance.